Hi, I'm Sheena Cooper, Director of Marketing and Strategic Communication for Durham Public Schools.
And I'm Crystal Kempson Roberts, Communications Specialist in the Office of Public Affairs. And have we got some stories to tell you?
Welcome to Behind the Spark, a podcast produced by the Office of Public Affairs with the help of Digital Communications Specialist Tony Cunningham Jr.
All of the stories that we have to tell you about students, staff, and teachers will educate and inspire you.
Because we are DPS.
Yep, that's us. Stay tuned.
Welcome to this episode of Behind the Spark. I'm Sheena Cooper.
And I'm Crystal Roberts.
And today we are excited to have two very special guests with us as we talk about National Career Development Month. November is National Career Development Month, and our students in Durham Public Schools have been provided a wonderful opportunity to get some hands-on experience as it relates to their future career paths. We are honored to have Genesis Daniels with us. She's an 11th grader at Durham School of the Arts, and Charles Eugene VI, a senior at Riverside High School. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
We want to thank you again for being with us this afternoon. And what I'd like to do is start with your just telling us about yourselves, because we want our listeners to know all about these young scholars. So we'll start with Genesis. Genesis, tell us about yourself and maybe, tell us when you started your internship.
Okay. I am Genesis. I'm 11th grader. I'm 16 years old. I was provided the opportunity to be an intern at DPS IT department. I was recommended by my mom. I kind of had no choice, which is acceptable, but it was a great learning experience. I plan on studying in the medical field. I will be taking college classes at Durham Tech, so I'm pretty excited about that. My overall experience for this internship, it was pretty great. We learned to, have sportsmen communicate between each other and create bonds that was very memorizable. I was working with my supervisor, which he worked in the elementary department, but he left for vacation, so I was working with high school department, which was Misael. And I was also working with my mom, but she wouldn't allow me to work with her because she said I was annoying. So that works too. I was mainly in the main area, power washing computers, cleaning them, getting stuff for the students for the upcoming school year, which was really nice. I enjoyed being here overall. It helped me prepare for the outside world a lot, which is pretty great. So
wonderful. Sounds like you had a full summer.
Literally.
How about you, Mr. Eugene?
Tell
us about yourself.
I'm Charles Eugene. I'm a senior over here at Riverside High School. I'm a student, so I'm a part of the PLTW program, Project Lead the Way. I started my internship in my junior year, last year of the summer. And I'm a musician and as well as an artist, but I also really love math and science. I aspire to one day have a major in an engineering field, maybe biomedical engineering or mechanical engineering. I'm still not sure yet, but currently I'm taking dual enrollment classes at Durham Tech. So I'm also taking high school and Durham Tech classes, which has been really fun. And some of the experiences that I've had here have kind of helped me grow and kind of helped me build into that, I guess, level of readiness to take college classes and kind of have that level of time management skills and, awareness of where I need to do and how I need to do it and all the stuff that I got to be at least aware of before I start any new project that I'm going to do. I've been having a lot of fun just being able to learn from all the experiences I've had here and kind of build off that in my future endeavors.
Fantastic. It sounds like another really great experience as well. And you two are representative of a lot of students within Durham Public Schools as it relates to our career and technical technical education programs, as well as our career development program. So what do you think the most important part of your internship experience was? We can start with Genesis.
Oh, that was a good question. The most important part, maybe, like, is it overall in the internship?
Like, what do you feel like was the most important thing you took away from having that professional experience this past summer?
Definitely being able to work with the staff in a professional environment, just learning how they maneuver and how they actually work, and not just being like in the outside world. You get to see how professional they are, like how they operate and how they do things in the IT department, which is really nice because it's the IT department of DPS, which is huge. So it was very, very nice overall.
Great. How about you, Charles?
Some of the skills I would take away is definitely like communication, I guess, good time management, knowing when to do certain stuff and when to prioritize others so we can get everything done for today and make sure that we don't have any leftover work to do. Especially working with my teammates, making sure that everyone knows what they're doing, being able to kind of be a team leader when I need to, and being able to help manage it and push us along so that we don't end up wasting too much time or end up with stuff that still needs to get done tomorrow. It's one of those things where it's like, I've never been in a work experience where it's like everyone feels like family so much, where it's like you get to have so much fun, get to know people more, and then really enjoy what you're doing, because it's like you get to come into work knowing that you're going to at least be able to see somebody, or at least be able to talk to somebody and at least see their face and kind of have their energy with you throughout the day.
What did you expect coming in as interns? Did you debunk any myths? Like maybe you had an idea about something, and then when you came in and you got to working, you said, this is not what I thought at all. Either one of you.
I could start. Well, usually when you think of like an IT space, you think of like people huddled over like office computers, like hunched over, just like with a cup of coffee, like the stereotypical like office work life. But when I came in, it was obviously like a different kind of energy. It's like you could tell everyone's really passionate about what they do, and they cared about helping people, making sure that everything got done, making sure that they could help other people so that they could be the best person they could be. Like, especially when Joy Malone came in and she was talking about like how we should always manage our time, always try and be 5 minutes early instead of 5 minutes late. And then even when someone's struggling or something, it's like we try and help each other and try and make sure that we could always support each other whenever we can. I thought it was really a nice environment, because I didn't expect, when I think of office work, I don't expect like as much socialization or like group work or all of that stuff, but there's a lot of it, and I like the way it's all incorporated, because it's really enjoyable and it makes the workday really nice.
When I heard about this IT internship, I thought it would be like what Charles said, people huddled over a computer, not a lot of, socializing. But when I actually came in here, I realized that people were more of a family rather than outsiders, like strangers towards each other. They have really good communication, which you can really pick up on that. I really expected it to be like all the interns in one spot doing the same thing, but we were actually spaced out, different departments doing different things. So interns got to go to different schools, put technology together. We learned about new technology, and we did things. That was actually a bonding moment for all of us, so it was really good.
That's really neat. So let's take a step back. You guys are DPS students, but you worked for Durham Public Schools as interns over the summer. So you kind of have an inside scoop on different things about the district. So tell us what it was like working on some of the things that are benefiting you currently as a student, but also a lot of your peers.
I can go first. It was really interesting because I have a mother that also works as a teacher in Riverside. So even before I came to Riverside High School, I was always like slightly connected in the fact that my mom was always dragging me here. But being able to see like all the work and effort that everyone puts into making sure that things are as great as they could be the first day of school, like especially with all the computer cleaning, all the support tickets being answered, everyone working so hard to make sure everything is perfect on the first day. I remember helping with some of the support tickets and how much I learned just from that experience, and how much I learned about how much work goes into making sure everything could be as great as it could be. how much everyone works so hard. It's honestly really cool.
Yeah. All the staff here are really dedicated. I mean, watch my mom go home. She's like, I gotta get my POs in. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are POs? And then she's like, they're purchase orders. And she's just sitting there on her computer, just typing away, getting her things done. And she's like, I gotta go home. I gotta go to work. And I'm like, okay, I can go to work too. But yeah, it was really nice. I think everyone is just really compassionate about what they do at this job. Like, it just takes a lot of leadership and skills and to be able to work at DPS.
Yeah.
And now you can go back and tell all of your classmates about how hard everybody works to support them to make sure that they're getting the best possible education. And you guys had a hand in that. So congratulations to you for helping make that happen for so many other students.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So when you came in as interns, you had a pretty good idea at this point of what you might want to do after you graduate, right? You know, going to college or continuing your education. Has that changed any, or has it helped to really bolster, you know, the ambition that you have? What kind of thoughts do you have around the experience that you've had as it relates to beyond high school?
I definitely say I really enjoyed the IT experience. Just like I like the career itself too, because it's one of those careers that teaches you a lot of other skills you might not think of, like good cooperation, good communication, good team leader skills, like time management, all these things that kind of help bolster your ability to be more confident in yourself and your ability, and kind of push you along that path to being more developed as a person. I definitely say I really like it. Like I'm looking at it as maybe a potential career option, because it's just a very interesting field in the sense that there's so much I gained from that initial experience in itself. So it's like, I'd love to continue a little bit further with it if possible.
Good.
Yeah. I wasn't really looking forward into having going to school for IT, for technology, but I went to the internship and I've gained some knowledge, so it is a consideration to go to school for informational technology now that I have the insides of what it may be like. So it's kind of an option here.
Well, that's why we have Career Development Month,
Right.
to showcase opportunities just like this, to open your eyes a little bit to all the careers that are available to you. So we are so excited that you two have had this opportunity, and we encourage all of our students and families to really explore CTE and other career development options that are available through our programs, so they too can have opportunities like you to better define their career path in the future. Thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations to you for all of your accomplishments, and we look forward to hearing great things from you moving forward.
We wish you the best.
And thank you for having us.
We're excited to continue our conversation about National Career Development Month, and we're honored to have Joy Malone, the Executive Director for DPS IT, with us. She's been phenomenal in spearheading the DPS internship program for our IT student participants. And we also want to learn more about how you're making it happen, and even your own experiences that lead to making this so meaningful for you. So welcome, Joy.
Thank you. Thank you. I am very passionate about this internship program. When I first started off, when I was a student in college, I had my first internship. And so I thought, what better experience to give students in high school, if we can move that experience up, for them to be able to experience what it's like to getting technology skills and putting it on their resume as a high school student, to be able to further their technology career.
Mm-hmm. So you started, your first internship was in college, and now you have been doing this and helping to facilitate internships for, I think you said 16 years.
Yep.
So tell me about that experience and why it is so near and dear to your heart. What kind of experience did you have as an intern? Let's start there.
Yes, so as a student at North Carolina A&T, I received my first internship experience, and I moved to Minnesota while I was a junior in college. And so I became very passionate again, coming from North Carolina, had never really been out of the state except for like on vacations. So having a paid internship, being able to experience and being put in an environment where, even though I was an intern, I had similar job responsibilities as someone that had, a full-time employee at the company. And so again, I was, it was paid. I was very excited. Not only did I get the technical experience, but I just got to experience the culture of Minnesota. And so I went there. And then luckily out of that experience, I did receive a full-time offer that I had when I graduated from college. And so again, once I went in to that company full-time, I actually started being on the recruiting team so I could go back to my college and recruit students to take on internships. And so as I've moved around in my career, that's always something that I remain passionate about, is being on recruiting efforts, getting students so they could kind of mold them through the same experience that I had. And so again, when I came to Durham Public Schools, there were parts of an internship already in place. But what we did was really take it and partner with the governor's office and people like that, where we could actually pay them and they could get $15 an hour and be able to get, partner with someone on our team that also wanted to do leadership experience so they could get that supervisory experience, but really be great mentors for these students. So they're not just getting, hey, I am an IT helper. No, you are on our network team and you are going into our network closet and pulling runs and things to make sure that our schools have the connectivity that they need.
Charles and Genesis had nothing but wonderful things to say about their experience within DPS IT, from getting equipment ready for back to school to just the camaraderie within the department. So kudos to you for doing such a wonderful job of helping these students get great experience at this age. And we know that now students have options. It's not always a 4-year college that they're going to. Some want to enter the workforce right away. So what other experiences and opportunities are you providing students through that support our CTE efforts to make sure that they're prepared for the future?
Yeah, one of the things that we're really trying to work on is how can this is currently during the summer. How can we bring this on during the school year and use it as a course credit so our students can get this experience year round? And I think not only are they getting the technical experience, but they're getting the customer service experience. And I think that's important in technology because you can be as technical as you want, but if you don't know how to talk to people and treat people, your technical skills are kind of invalid.
So tell us how, for those who will be listening, tell us how young people can get involved in this particular opportunity.
Yep. So I would say first, get involved with CTE.
Okay.
And really that can kind of give you the exposure and kind of that fundamental understanding of what it takes or what's required to even be in kind of this space. However, our internships, we do post them on the DPS career site. And so for our summer internships coming up, they should be posted sometime, I would say around March, April. And so again, they get that experience of how to go online and apply. We go through an interview process. And then again, we're looking to accept the best and the brightest talent to come into our internship program. Yep.
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much for your dedication. Thank you so much for the support that you provide to all of Durham Public Schools. We look forward to seeing more students come through DPS IT in the future.
Thank you. Thank you.